guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about another strange type of attraction, because I guess that's the rabbit hole I fell down this week. Now, I think we've all heard of the guy who wanted to have sex with his car, the guy who wanted to have sex with his inflatable animals, pretty much anything that happens on TLC. So there are two cases that I recently found out about. One isn't news, like I think it's 2017, but it didn't go as viral. So let me know if you want to cover that one, because today we're going to cover the other one, which is the woman who married a roller coaster called Bruce. Their relationships has its ups and downs, quite literally. Linda, 56, whose past romantic interests include a locomotive and an aeroplane, now spends her nights sleeping on the 70-ton theme park ride.
Ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
Look, now when I make these videos, I always get someone being like,
let people do what they want.
They're not hurting anyone.
I agree. I mean, sometimes they might be hurting themselves, potentially, depending on what they're trying to do. But I'm not saying that these people are deranged or crazy, though I don't think that this is the norm, and I usually don't think it's very healthy, because I think it comes out of loneliness and potentially the feeling that you're not actually going to meet a human who will, you know, satisfy whatever you're looking for in a human, so they go to the next best thing onto which they can project their desires. But that's just my interpretation, so it's not that deep, essentially. So there's a video, which I'm kind of scared to play because I feel like I'm gonna get copyrighted in like 5 seconds, but let's just try it. I'm gonna change the audio slightly just to cover myself, okay? Because it is fair use, though.
I drove 3,000 miles to visit Bruce. He was just sitting out there rotting away, being scavenged, and, you know, all the jacks were gone. He was laying on his belly, and it was an awful sight. But it was still Bruce. And I was carrying pizza to him. Bruce smells pizza, and there's the love of his life returning for him. I went into the tub van and had the pizza with him and was able to have some intimate moments with him, and it felt like I'd never left him.
What does it mean to have intimate moments with a roller coaster? I'm just wondering, because I have a very distinct feeling that it's something that I would find extremely troubling and that would make me uncomfortable to really know about. I'm just hoping intimate moments means that she whispered sweet nothings into the metal?
Well, I don't know how many years on this earth I got left. I'm gonna get real weird with it.
Aside from that, how do you gender a roller coaster? Like, did she just decide its name was Bruce, and so, like, boom, it's Bruce? Like, she's a regular, potentially heterosexual woman. I don't know what she identifies as, but this is Bruce. He's for sure a male roller coaster, so it works. I don't know. I can't help but think that these are all products of some kind of disconnect. I don't know whether it's mental illness. I don't know if it's just loneliness. I don't know if it's like fear of abandonment, maybe all of the above. But it just seems so tragic to me, because I feel like this is not real fulfillment. I feel like people try to justify their actions or try to say how fulfilled and how happy they are, but really, how happy can you be with something that can't even answer you? Let's use an example. This is a Niffler Funko Pop that Jacob got for me, okay? Let's just try to emulate what it would be like to talk to an inanimate object of sorts and see how satisfying or fulfilling that could be.
Hey Niffler, what's up? How's your day? That's cool. My day was really hard. Like, I had to deal with that one girl at school that I really don't like, but other than that, I think it was okay. But I really wanted to ask you your opinion on what I should do for next year in terms of applying for jobs. Like, do you have any ideas about that?
How do you go on talking to an inanimate object and not get any response and feel fulfilled? Now, some of you might say, well, maybe she hears responses. And you know what? Maybe she does. But if she does, I don't think it's the roller coaster. I think it's something in here that's either, like I said, a mental illness or imagined or loneliness, abandonment, whatever.
I did marry Bruce in July of last year. I wanted to show that my commitment to him was unconditional, like any other married couple, being able to touch him when I want to, like giving your wife a hug or giving your husband a hug. You want to be able to do that and have that closeness. And there's not really a whole lot of difference in how we do things or how we spend time with each other. Bruce had to come into the shop because he's undergoing a restoration, and they're just going to go piece by piece over Bruce, make sure he's healthy as he was on day one, actually even a little better. It was like my husband was in the hospital, and I would visit him daily. I think at one point in time, he might have even believed that he was going to a scrapyard, especially when they started tearing him apart. But I think now he knows we're over that hurdle, and it's only going to go up from here.
I don't really think there's much for me to add after what happened. I just can't imagine, like, you're at the store, right? You're checking out. You bump into a friend that you might have not seen for a year or since you married Bruce. They're like, you're married? Like, they see your ring? How do you explain that to someone, really? You know, like, how do you explain what your relationship is? And, like, I'm not saying you have to explain, but at the same time, it's like, if you have friends, you want them to understand what it is that you're thinking and feeling. And for her to claim that a roller coaster is similar to, like, a normal relationship, it's like, well, normal relationships include, most of the time, living under the same roof, being able to audibly speak to each other, being able to go out together to a restaurant, to bars, to parks, beaches, whatever. Usually, you're both human. I want to emphasize that one. Let's read a little bit of the article to find out about Linda, Bruce's wife. She first fell in love with 70-foot-tall Bruce 26 years ago when she worked at the carnival where the ride was based, but only recently rekindled the romance after a previous relationship with a locomotive in an airplane. She's a self-proclaimed objectum sexual, which means she has romantic feelings for inanimate objects. Some women like tall men, some women like men with a colorful personality. He's got all of that, she says in the show TLC, My Strange Addiction, of course. To me, Bruce is just amazing when he stands up and is spread out. Okay, I don't like how that sounds, stand up and spread out. Like, I get a very disgusting image. I'm not going to go into it. It's just funny to me that she's comparing women liking tall men and women liking men with colorful personalities to women like her who like objects and assign personalities to objects who do not have personalities. And effectively, I feel like this is a grown-up version of having like your favorite stuffed animal and having it have a personality, or like maybe imaginary friends even, which, you know, like as a kid can work to like be creative or imaginative or even as a coping mechanism, but as you're older, I don't know how effective that keeps being. That's pretty much it. So let me know what you guys think about this, because like I said, I understand that it's not inherently damaging, but I do feel like there are some negative effects to this kind of attraction, addiction, whatever you want to call it. And I think that it's silly to pretend that there aren't any negative effects. Now, maybe there is more positive than negative, but I don't really see it that way. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to my patrons as always, and I'll see you guys next time.